Oh my gosh, what's up? We're back for another fun video. This is one of my favorite topics to talk about, and that's closing. So that's our victory, right? Getting to the end, that's our victory. Everyone understands that real estate is one of those jobs that you don't get paid or you don't get any money until you actually close and finish the deal. So we do a lot of work, running around, chasing our tails sometimes, putting deals together. It all falls apart sometimes. Put it back together right before closing, and then we close, and that's a victory right there. So I just wanted to talk about a few topics that need to happen once you have closed, and just a few thoughts that aren't mandatory, of course, but are things that will help you create that lasting memory in your clients' minds, and also create an opportunity for more business for you in the form of referrals. All right, so things to know. All right, finish up those loose ends. Sometimes at the end of closing, you really have some things that you just need to wrap up. I don't know what it is, but sometimes they're just like maybe your home warranty wasn't ordered correctly, or maybe your client doesn't know they got a home warranty. Or in a transaction that I just had not too long ago, we closed, and then it was a very long lease back, and so I had collected some earnest money, not earnest money, I had collected some security deposit, rent money, and then the security deposit was actually too much, so some of it had to get refunded back through title. So months after closing, there was a loose end that we had to kind of wrap up. So there's always something that you need to really focus on to make sure that the deal is completely finished and that there are no loose ends that you need to tie up. All right. I usually take pictures with my clients once we close. Recently, I really haven't been doing that very much. I don't know if that's just laziness on my part or people just haven't been willing to take a picture. I don't know, or maybe they didn't want to show that we were hugging and stuff during COVID, so who knows. But anyway, I love to take a picture once we've closed. It's usually all smiles, and it's just a fun time to really kind of, I guess, ingrain that experience and have something to show that you can show other people what kind of experience that your clients had. So, I don't know. Take it for what it's worth. Take a picture. Make it lasting. Make sure you thank everyone. Being grateful just really helps people see that you're excited to help them, right? You're excited to serve. You're not just there for the paycheck, but you actually care about them. Being grateful and just showing that gratitude goes a long way. And that's also a great opportunity to just show how grateful you are to those clients so that they can give that experience to somebody else as well, and translate that to somebody else so that you can get referrals. All right, send in your settlement statement to me. This one's kind of big. Sometimes I get them right away. Sometimes people are like, why haven't I gotten paid? Oh, I forgot to send my settlement statement. So just send it to my email. Text me if I didn't acknowledge that it was there. I need the settlement statement that is on the seller's side that says how much commission was paid out to the brokerage firm and to you. So just send in that settlement statement so I can get your checks cut. Get your funds verified and sent to the trust account. Typically, title companies will call me and get our wiring instructions so that they can wire it directly to the trust account. Sometimes it's a check. So if it is a check, it just takes a little bit longer to get to us, especially if they send it to the P.O. box. And then I have to run up there and get it and put it into the account. No big deal. It just takes extra time. If they are going to wire, just have them call me. I'll get the wiring instructions for them, or you can use the exact same wiring instructions that are inside the account or inside the view-only marketing folder. All right, this one's pretty big. Not that we've had a huge amount of hiccups with this, but just before I'm about to cut your check, have me verify the address that it's going to send to. Unless you haven't moved recently, then don't worry about that. We'll just keep sending them to the same place. But we recently had an address that was incorrect. I sent 2 checks out, and now we're in a fraud case. So anyway, somebody had stolen the checks, altered them, and cashed them that wasn't our team members. So it's just kind of, this business keeps us on our toes. So anyway, just make sure that your address is correct and that I'm sending it to the correct address, because it is a bill pay check. It comes straight from Mountain America's bill pay center. And so the check is cut from a completely different entity. And so it just shows up in the mail. It's a cashier's check. So just be aware of that I need to make sure your address is correct. And sometimes I'm not thinking about that because I'm just cutting checks for everybody on the team when they come. So just ask me or let me know if you've moved and we'll address that. So I want to make sure that you get your money and that nobody steals it. And this individual is probably going to be without these funds for who knows how long until we get them back. So I don't want to do that with anybody else. So just make sure you check that. All right. And then collect your check. Boom. Victory. Yay. Have fun and do some more deals and collect more checks. Send thank you gifts to your clients and ask for reviews on your Google My Business page. So in the past, I've told you to try to get reviews on Zillow, Google, Facebook, like all of them. I'm really leaning towards just getting everything on your Google My Business page, because that thing will follow you anywhere. So let's say you're up in Syracuse right now, or you're in North Ogden or something, and then you decide to move south and you go to St. George or something like that. We can move your Google My Business page to where you are located, and it'll take all your reviews with you. So then you get to keep those reviews because you worked hard and you earned all those. And I want to make sure that you're rewarded and get to keep those. The reviews are huge. I usually try to ask and get those within the week that we've sold their house, sometimes the same day, so that they can try to really write something that they felt during the transaction. Of course, if they don't write something the first week, they're probably really busy. So then you can just try to get something weeks from then, months from then, right? Like just keep trying to work on those reviews, because those are like a gold mine for getting more prosperous referrals after that. Real estate sales, in my opinion, is very successful on referrals. And so when you have this referral chain just coming in, instead of you trying to find new clients all the time, people that have lots of referrals seem to get more referrals. So it's just part of the business. You get a few and then it starts to snowball, and getting those reviews is a great way to do that, in my opinion. All right, then clear out the dot loop checklist. If you guys are using the checklist, great. If not, don't worry about it. But if you are using it, make sure you finish the bottom of the checklist so that you've gotten your sign, gotten your key box off the house, tied up any loose ends that you had in the deal. It has a couple of other promptings in there. I just can't remember what they are off the top of my head. So anyway, those are the things to know. So that's kind of what happens after closing. I just really wanted to shed some light on some topics that we've talked about in the past when I've dealt with one-on-ones with our team, and just some things that I wanted to make sure that everybody was aware of. So anyway, as always, if you got questions, comments, or concerns for me, or any feedback, let me know. This has been another fun training video with me, TJ McClelland, Broker Fitness Realty. All right, later.